So this material form is within the material universe. And what is the nature of this material universe? That it is again and again created, and it is again and again dissolved. So this universal form Krishna only exhibits to show Arjuna. And then Krishna will withdraw this form. So this is not an eternal form. It is only a form to fulfill the desire of Arjuna. This is Arjuna's request. And to fulfill Arjuna's request, Krishna exhibits this universal form. Okay. So why Arjuna is so inquisitive to see this form? Because we saw in the second verse, he said, "O lotus-eyed one, I have heard from you in detail about the appearance and disappearance of every living entity and have realized your inexhaustible glories." Arjuna has realized. Okay. Then further in the third verse, today's verse, Evametad yathattvam Atmanam Parameshwara Drashtumikchami te rupam Aishwaram Purushottama Evametad yathattvam Atmanam Parameshwara Drashtumikchami te rupam Aishwaram Purushottama Evameta yathathatvam Atmanam Parameshwara Drashtumikchami te rupam Aishwaram Purushottama. Please recite. Evameta yathatvam Atmanam Parameshwara Drishtumikchami te rupam Aishwaram Purushottama. Evameta yathatvam Atmanam Parameshwaram Drishtumikchami te rupam Aishwaram Purushottama. Where is it? Evameta yathatvam Atmanam Parameshwara Drishtumikchami te rupam Aishwaram Purushottama. बस और किसी को नहीं बोलना, बोलिए. एवमेतद् यथात्वम् आत्मानं परमेश्वर द्रष्टुमिच्छामि ते रूपम् ऐश्वरं पुरुषोत्तम. So here Arjuna is making a request. He says, Evam etad yathatvam. So far, whatever you have said, I have already accepted it. I have already realized it. In the previous one, he has said that I have realized it. In the previous verse, the first verse, he says that all my illusion is over. I have understood the confidential knowledge, the most confidential knowledge that you have imparted. So Arjuna is already realized in what Krishna has already spoken. Eva metadithatvam atmanam parameshwara. And he is addressing Krishna here as Param Ishvara. Ishvara means the controller or the Lord. There are so many controllers and so many lords. Everyone is trying to lord it over the universal affair in whatever capacity he can. But no one is Parameshwar. Can anyone claim? Not even Trump, not even the Chinese premier, no one can claim that he is the supreme controller. They are all controlled. They may be able to control few people, few things, but they are not the ultimate controller. So Krishna is the Parameshwara. Parameshwara means that he is the controller of controllers. And he says Krishna as Atmanam. Atmanam is yourself. So evam etad yathatvam Atmanam Parameshwara. Because you are the highest authority. You are the highest powerful personality. I have already accepted whatever you have said. I have already experienced it. I have realized it. But drishtom ikchhami te rupam. But I have one desire. And where is the desire coming from? Is the desire coming from doubt? No. Where is the desire coming from? Devotion. It's very important. The desire is out of devotion. Why? Drishtum ikchhami te rupam aishwaram purushottama. The opulences that you have spoken, what I want to do, I want to have the darshan also. So speaking is what? Theory. And darshan is what? Is practical. So he wants to see practically how Krishna pervades the entire material creation. In the 9th chapter, the most confidential chapter, Krishna says, Maya tatam idam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina. Vatsthani sarva bhutani na chaham teshu avastita. 9.4. 9.4 Krishna declared that by me in my unmanifest form, I pervade the entire creation. So how Krishna pervades the entire creation? And although he is the source of everyone, he says, everything is in me, but I am not in them. So how to be able to actually see Krishna's presence in the entire creation? So he says, Dishtum ikchhami te rupam, Aishwaryam, and all the opulences that you have explained. How many opulences Krishna explained in the 10th chapter? 82. Yes. Some commentators say 82, some commentators say 72. But what I go by is 82. It is unlimited. And Krishna says finally in the 10th chapter that what need is there, Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support the entire universe. Vishtabhyam idam Krishnam ekam shena sthito jagat. So Arjuna has become desirous because Arjuna wants the glories of Krishna to be known to others. He has known, he has realized, but he wants these glories to be known to others, and that in future, like Prabhupada was quoting, that nobody else can claim to be Ishvara. Like in today's day, we see there are so many bogus Ishvara. They are not Ishvara. They are cheaters, but they claim. So anyone who says that he is the supreme God, ask him to show the universal form. Can he show? If he is God, then you have to show the universal form. Show that how you pervade the entire creation. That they will not do. This Baba and that Baba and this Parcha and that Parcha, all nonsense, all bogus. If they have any true power, then show the universal form. There were so many false people. What happened to Pandit? He was killed by Krishna. This is always there. Okay. So greatest of all persons. So his Arjuna is addressing Krishna as Parmeshwara also and Purushottama also. Parmeshwara, he is the Ishvara, he is the Lord of all lords, and he is Purushottama. He is best among the persons. Krishna is both. O greatest of all personalities, O supreme form. And this month is also Purushottama. We are observing. You are observing or not? Purushottam month. You must observe. You see, if we observe, if we actually take one step towards Krishna, Krishna takes how many steps? Hundreds of steps. But if we don't put forward our own step, then he will not come and force us. He will never do that. Because he gives us all minute independence. We will see after entirely speaking Bhagavad Gita, Krishna will say, Yatha Ikshasi Tatha Guru. As you think fit, you do. He does not say, you do what I tell you. Otherwise, I will kill you. No. So, greatest of all personalities, O supreme form, though I see you here before me in your actual position, as you have described yourself. Okay, so far so good. Now, I wish to see you how you have entered into this cosmic manifestation. And I want to see that form of yours. So this is Arjuna's special request that he wants to see the form that how Krishna pervades the entire universe. The Lord said that because he entered into the material universe by his personal representation, the cosmic manifestation had been made possible and is going on. What is this form? That he has entered into material universe by his personal representation. What is that form? Yes. Very good. Excellent answer. Garbhodaksha. He has entered. I am very happy. Please keep. It is not so difficult. It is natural. To receive this spiritual knowledge is natural because we are all spirit soul. To receive the material knowledge is unnatural because we are not material souls. We are spirit souls. But what is required? Little bit of awakening. From where? From our sleep, which is called slumber, and from our dreaming state. 99% of the population takes birth and they dies either in sleep or in dream. They never awaken to the reality. So, here Arjuna is saying that how Krishna has entered this cosmic manifestation and how personally he is the one who is responsible for this entire creation. Now, as far as Arjuna is concerned, he is inspired by the statements of Krishna. Arjuna is already not only inspired, he is convinced. His conviction has turned into his experience and realization. But in order to convince others in the future, who may think Krishna is an ordinary person, Arjuna desires to see him actually in his universal form. So this is the purpose behind for which Arjuna is inquiring. For himself, Arjuna is already assured. He is convinced. But in the future, there may be many atheists and many antagonistics. So they will all question. So to convince them, Arjuna is asking this question. Arjuna desires to see him actually in his universal form, to see how he is acting from within the universe, although he is apart from. Krishna says that the entire thing is sustained by me. How? By his energies. His energies are his differentiated parts. Arjuna addressing the Lord as Purushottama is also significant. Purusha means the enjoyer, and Uttama means the best or the highest. So amongst all the enjoyers, Krishna is the best of enjoyers. Or he is the best of all persons. So Krishna is a person. Krishna is not impersonal. The Supreme Lord is, the Supreme Absolute Truth is not impersonal. Since the Lord is Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is present within Arjuna himself. And the personality of Godhead, he expands unlimitedly. He expands as Garbhodakshai Vishnu, and from Garbhodakshai Vishnu, he expands further as, wait. You tell me. Shirodakshai Vishnu. And Shirodakshai Vishnu is present in the heart of every individual as super soul. This is Paraman. Yeah. Garbhodakshai Vishnu, that is in every universe. That he is in every universe. And he further expands into each and every atom and individual. That is called Shirodakshai Vishnu. How much expansion is there? Unlimited. Uncountable. Not only on the living entities, even in each every atom. Like example is given, how many sun rays are there from the sun? Can there be any count? Is it possible to estimate? No. Any count will become insufficient. So Arjuna, in his heart, he is convinced. How he is convinced? Because he has accepted the authority of Krishna. Therefore, he knows the desire of Arjuna. So Krishna knows what is the desire of Arjuna. Arjuna is not asking. Arjuna does not have a doubt, not even a trace of doubt for himself. But Arjuna wants to render service to Krishna in devotion. So Arjuna is inquiring for the benefit of others, for all. Actually, truly speaking, as I said in the last class, Bhagavad Gita is over. Bhagavad Gita is already over in the 10th chapter. When Arjuna has already accepted Krishna as the supreme authority. In the 11th verse, it says, Param Brahma, Param Dhamam, Pavitram Paramam Bhavam, Purusham, Shashvatam Divyam, Adidevam Madam Vibhu. Ahustvam Rishya Sarve, Dev Rishi Naradastata, Asito Devalo Vyasa, Swam Chayam Prabhu. And then what is the proof that Arjuna is convinced? He says, Sarva Meta Dhritanmanne, Yanmam Vadasi Keshava. I will accept and I will act purely according to your instructions and directions. So the purpose of Bhagavad Gita is over. But why Krishna continues? To convince others. Actually, Krishna put Arjuna into bewilderment. Arjuna was not bewildered at any moment, but Arjuna was put into bewilderment so that Bhagavad Gita could be spoken. And for the future generations, this benefit can be given to the human race. Sarthayam Arjuna Sado Kurvan Gita Amritam Dado Lokatraya Upkaraya. Why Krishna became the charioteer? To speak Bhagavad Gita. And what is the purpose of Bhagavad Gita? Is to deliver the entire world. So Arjuna is asking Krishna, and Krishna knows why Arjuna is inquiring, because Arjuna is asking for the welfare of others. He knows the desire of Arjuna. He can understand that Arjuna has no special desire to see him in this universal form. So Arjuna is completely satisfied to see him in his personal form of Krishna. Why? Because in the personal form of Krishna, there can be many exchanges. And the Pandavas were having so many exchanges with Krishna. What were the exchanges? Manoram Prabhu, please, where are you? Please open first canto, 10th chapter, 11th verse. 11th and 12th, they are together. So Arjuna and Krishna, they were best of friends. They were conversing with each other. They were dining with each other. They were sleeping with each other. They were seeing, they were exchanging so many, all loving exchanges were with Krishna. So why he will take the universal form? Universal form is going to be such a ghastly form. Like when Narsimdev appeared, all the demigods and all the denizens, they were so frightened, they were so fearful, that none of them had any courage to come in front of Narsimdev. Why? Because of his Ugram Rupa. So the Pandavas are already having so much loving exchange with Krishna in his personal form. I said 110. You have opened 10:1. Here attentively. Not the 10th canto. First canto. First canto, 10th chapter. Yes, this is the one. Yeah. So this, yeah, come down. So what they were having, wait. Tasminyasta dhiya partha saheran viharam katham darshan. So what the Pandavas were having? They were having the opportunity to always see the form of Krishna. Sparsha. Here, why are you just turning the pages? It is not there. Sparsha means to touch. Then samlapa. Come down. Samlapa is conversing. Shayana, sleeping. Asana, sitting. Bhojana, dining together. So they were having the ample of opportunities. Come down. Come down in the translation. They had been intimately associated with Krishna in his personal form, seeing him face to face, touching him, conversing with him, and sleeping, sitting, and dining with him. So, where is the problem with them? They are having so loving exchange. So, they are satisfied, they're fully satisfied. So, why they will desire this universal form? Okay, you can close the share. Arjuna wants to see the universal form to convince others. Arjuna did not have any personal desire for confirmation. Krishna also understands that Arjuna wants to see the universal form to set a criteria. For in the future, there would be so many impostors who would pose themselves as the incarnation of God. And this continues. And people are so foolish that they accept also. Any incarnation of God, he must be as per the scriptures. In the scriptures, all the incarnations of the Supreme Lord is already mentioned. Who will appear when and how. So those who are claiming that they are incarnation of God, where are they mentioned in scriptures? The people therefore should be careful. One who claims to be Krishna should be prepared to show his universal form, to confirm the claim to the people. So this is the proof. This is the criteria. That if anyone says that he is God, then we should ask him, show your universal form. Please show your universal form. How you are the creator, maintainer, and destroyer of this universe. Science is the supreme personality. I question science. Can science tell the difference between a dead and a living person? Does science has any answer to why the person becomes dead?
Sir, they have explanations.
They have no explanations. No, they don't have. Just here. They have no experience of spirit soul. They have no experience of spirit. You ask them? You ask them? Have they ever detected that what is the life-giving element in the body? When it comes in the body and how it leaves? They have no experience. Very, very simple. Scientists say that men are coming from monkeys. If that was true, then all monkeys will become men. How is it only half people became men and half monkey remains monkey? What a foolish argument. Then there would be some in between, some half monkey and half men. Where are they? By now, if the monkey were to become men, then how monkeys are existing now? Monkeys would have all converted to men. So this is all foolish. This is all speculation. This is the insufficient knowledge. And the problem with them is these are atheistic people. They don't accept the authority of the Supreme Lord. They don't know about creation also. No one has ever been to moon. They are so foolish. What they find on moon? Sand. And what comes from the moonshine? What comes from the moonshine? All the juice that comes in the vegetation comes from the moonshine. Somo bhutva rasatmakaha. All the rasa of the juice in the vegetation is coming from the moonshine. So this is all insufficient knowledge. But the point is, because there are no one who are studying Shastra, so they can fool around. So this is the reason that Arjuna wants to set the criteria correct for the future generations to come. But you see, still what is happening? Every day, hundreds and thousands of people are being deceived. Why? Because they don't know who the supreme person. If you know the original, then you can know the duplicate. Na? If you don't know the original, then what you will consider? The duplicate to be as good as original. So Krishna is agreeing to show his universal form because he knows the intent and desire of Arjuna. That is to do welfare and good for others. Okay, we go to the next verse. Manyase yadi tachakyam maya drishtum iti prabho yogeshwara tato me tvam darshayatmanam avyayam manyase yadi tachakyam maya drishtum iti prabho yogeshwara tato me tvam darshayatmanam avyayam. Those who did not recite, please recite. You don't have the book? Where is the book? Take one book. Give one book to her. Give one book to her. Take this book. If you sit there without the book, then how you will know what we are speaking? You see this, young boys? All the three recited the verse. Okay, recite, don't waste time. Recite, तुम क्यों नहीं recite करते हो? Recite करो. कब सीखोगे? ये छोटे छोटे बच्चे रिसाइट कर रहे हैं, तुम अपना सोचे रहते हो, बंद चुपचाप मुंह बंद करके बैठे हो. You recite? You have to put attention. Here Arjuna is making a request. He's not putting a condition or he's not giving an order. He's saying, Manya se. If you consider or if you think, Yadi me shakyam, Manya se yadi tat shakyam, that if you consider it appropriate or worthwhile, Maya drishtam iti Prabhu, then please show me this form. Prabhu means my Lord and Master. He is not ordering. What he is saying, he is making a humble submission and request. And what is the word he is using for Krishna? Yogeshwara tato me tvam. Yogeshwara means one who is the mystic, who is the master of mystics, of all mysticism. On my own, I cannot see. Arjuna is expressing his inability, that I cannot see. Even if you show, I cannot see. So, Yogeshwara, because you are the master of mystics, by your help or by your enabling me, I have the possibility of looking at this form. Darshaya Atmanam Avyayam. So please show me this form yourself. If you think, see the translation. If you think that I am able to behold your cosmic form is the universal form. O my Lord, O Master of all mystic power, then kindly show me that unlimited universal self. So Arjuna is in a way already admitting that without your help, I cannot see this form. What you have explained. Even if you show, I will not be able to see. It is said that one can neither see, hear, understand, nor perceive the Supreme Lord Krishna by material senses. What is the verse? What is the verse? बोलो. अतः श्री कृष्ण नाम आदि ना भवेद ग्राह्यम इंद्रिय. From this material senses, how can we see the Lord? We cannot see ourselves, soul. Can we see? This is what I was saying. Where is the possibility of any scientist? In its lifetime after lifetime, there is no possibility. Because matter cannot see spirit. It is not possible for the matter to be able to see the spirit. So how we can see the Supreme Spirit? How is the possibility of seeing the Supreme Spirit? So it is said that one can neither see, hear, understand, nor perceive the Supreme Lord Krishna by material senses. But if one is engaged in loving devotional transcendental service of the Lord from the beginning, then one can see the Lord by revelation. This is a very important word. What is the word? Revelation. Revelation means reveal. Reveal means when he agrees to show himself. One cannot see him by one's own ability. But one can always see him when he shows himself. When he reveals himself. Every living entity is only a spiritual spark. Therefore, it is not possible to see or to understand the Supreme Lord. Arjuna as a devotee does not depend on his speculative strength. This is what the scientists do. What they do? They only speculate. That is why you see all the theories keep changing. Just after a few years, the theories keep changing. How can there be change if it is true? Can there be a change in one's father's name or mother's name when he's 10 years or 20 years or 50 years till the time he dies? They remain the same. How can there be change? What? Very good. Change means matter. And spirit means what? No change. So in this material world, everything is changeable. Why? Everything is all material. Arjuna as a devotee does not depend on his speculative strength. Rather, he admits his limitation as a living entity. So Arjuna is honest. The problem with the present generation is that they do not have this quality of honesty. They don't accept their limitation. And acknowledges Krishna's inestimable position. So both are important. One is to know Krishna's position, which is inestimable. Krishna is supreme. Krishna is how God is infinite. How God is great. And how small or infinitesimal we are. How the Supreme is infinite and how infinitesimal the living entity is. So if one can know both his own position and the position of the Supreme Lord, then his perfection is possible. If one has any doubt about himself, the living entity has both. He considers himself infinite and he considers the Supreme as finite. Then how he can know? Arjuna could understand that for a living entity, it is not possible to understand the unlimited infinite. Prabhupada is quoting you. How can the finite know the infinite? Is it possible for the sun ray to know how much the power or how much heat or light is emanated from the sun? Is it possible for the sun ray to know? Not possible. If the infinite reveals himself, then it is possible to understand the nature of the infinite by the grace of the infinite. Very beautiful statement. It is possible to know the infinite by the grace of the infinite. What is the grace of the infinite? Lord Krishna's?
Yes.
What does that mean? Simple terms. What it means? Grace of the infinite. You hear, huh? What is the grace of the infinite? What is the grace of the infinite? Sorry? His blessings, His mercy. Prabhupada gives an example. Can you force the Prime Minister to come and see you? Is it possible for you? Can you order him that you must come tomorrow and meet me? Is it possible? Even if you give letter or if you write a mail or whatever, will he respond to it? Is he obliged to do that? No. But if he decides to come on his own, then what is the difficulty? Then there is no difficulty. Like so much that film, that clip was aired that he went to take this Jhal Mudi. So it is his choice. If he reveals, then who can hold it? No one can hold it. So similarly, one can know the Supreme only by the grace of the Supreme, not by any other source. The word Yogeshwara is also very significant here because the Lord has inconceivable powers. Aishwarya, we saw in the last previous chapter, Krishna spoke about his Aishwarya. And then he says that there is no end, there is no limit to my Aishwarya. And Krishna is called as Yogeshwara. He is the personality with unlimited powers and unlimited opulences. If he likes, he can reveal himself by his grace. Okay. Therefore, Arjuna pleads for the inconceivable grace of Krishna. He does not give Krishna's order. Krishna is not obliged to reveal himself unless one surrenders fully in Krishna consciousness and engages in devotional service. Thus, it is not possible for persons who depend on the strength of their mental speculations to see Krishna. So this is very clear. So you see the approach of Arjuna is very important. That is why Krishna spoke the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita only to Arjuna and no one else. Because Arjuna's approach, his behavior, his understanding is clear. He knows that only by the grace of the infinite, he can know the infinite. Arjuna is not trying to speculate or imagine or misinterpret. All others, they exercise all these areas. They will speculate, they will imagine, and they will misinterpret. But Arjuna is accepting his limitations, that on my own, it is not possible. So the Supreme Lord is very pleased with Arjuna's approach. What do you want? You help him to get the glass. Why can't you get a better glass? Do we get such glasses in temple for you? You have 1 week to plan for 1 day. And I am taking the class after 1 month. So I don't accept these excuses. Okay, get over it. So after hearing Arjuna's request, we see Krishna's response. So Krishna always gives the favorable response. But there has to be a, let him have water. What is the difficulty? Let him have water. We cannot control anyone in this world. The sooner you give up the controllership, the more peace you will experience in life. Otherwise, there will always be needless anxiety. We cannot control our own mind and senses. How can we control others? First, let us have the control on our own mind and senses. Then we can try to control others. This is what Bhagavad Gita is teaching. First, to have restraint. Then I will not come. You start at 7:30 and what is the time? 8:30. Then we have the timing early, or you have online class. We have just, we have just put our consciousness in trying to accept what Krishna is speaking. There is so much distraction. Very difficult. As Kali Yuga will, progress, it will be almost impossible to accept what Bhagavad Gita is. Because there is so much distraction and degradation of the consciousness. What is the time? 8:30. So you did not tell me that there is a time bracket. Did you tell me? It has to be free. Okay, anyway, I will stop here. So you have to come.
Actually, 2% is there. It's problem. We can start.
Okay. Let us do one thing. It will help me also. It will help me to maintain my discipline also. Because it takes me 1 hour to return back. If I leave from here at 9:30, then I reach there at 10:30. And by the time I sleep, it will be almost 11. Every day I have to wake up at 3. My sleep gets cut. It is not, I don't have the luxury what others have. That if I sleep late, I can wake up late. That is not possible for me. My wake up time 365 days is fixed. Let us be practical now. Let us not talk what we will not be able to do. Let us keep it from 7. Already only few people are coming. Others are not interested. Very difficult. Prahlad Maharaj said long back, Nate vidu swarth gati me Vishnu. I went so far to preach. And there people are hearing. But here it is being available, so they are not hearing. There it is not available. So they are more keen. In India, if you give someone something very easily, they don't value. This is the problem. Okay, anyone has any question? Then you bring the prasad and start distributing. Yeah. Yeah, Purushottam Mas, Purushottama. What is the Arjuna's name? Is Purushottama. So Purushottama Mas means that this month belongs to Krishna. Like Kartik month belongs to Srimati Radharani. Purushottama month belongs to Krishna. And this month does not come every year. It comes once in 3 years. Because as per the lunar calendar and as per the solar calendar, there is a difference of almost 11 days. So after every less than 3 years, say 30 months, one extra month comes. Which normally people see universal affair that people consider is based on body and mind. So this month is condemned by everyone else. They will not perform any marriages in this month. There will not be anything auspicious because it's the most auspicious month. They're foolish. Krishna has already accepted. Any spiritual activity that we perform in this month is multiplied by minimum 1,000 times. This is the most conducive month to perform devotional service. So we increase our hearing, chanting, reading, try to come out of bodily conception of life. Very important. That is called sadhak. Sadhak means what? Who tries to perform sadhana. And what is sadhana? To engage the mind and senses in devotional service. So try to wake up early. Very important. If you want to be a good practitioner, as I said, my time is fixed for wake up. It's 3 a.m. every day. So many years. No problem. You come and check me out any day. There's no problem with us. We went there also. You are waking up the same time. Wherever we go, here. So try to discipline yourself. Why should we become the slave of our mind and senses? What a low-class life we are leading. We are so helpless slaves of our mind and senses. Whatever they desire and dictate, we just timidly follow. So how we can control them on the spiritual strength? So sleep early, wake up early, chant, must chant. Chanting is the most important aspect. Otherwise, the awakening of soul will never happen. If you don't chant, then the soul will remain covered inside. And when there is no awakening of soul, what is the purpose of living? What profit is the man if he wins the whole world and loses the eternal self, which is the soul? Who realized this? So-called Alexander the Great. He was not a great. He considered himself to be the greatest fool. But he realized it very late, at the time of leaving his body. But anyone is taking a lesson from him? No one. No one is taking a lesson from him. Huh? Yeah. He said, you please keep my both hands out of coffin so that everyone can see I cannot take anything from here. I had to leave empty-handed. There was nothing which I conquered in this world I could take away with me. But anyone, this awakening is not there. So how this awakening will come? With the purification of the mind and senses. You do it, you will see the benefit yourself. Why we are doing? Somebody is paying us. We are getting the most, their biggest remuneration is the satisfaction of our heart. So perform more devotional service. This is most important. For the pleasure of Radha and Krishna. That is Purushottama. Uttama. Purushottama means it is the Uttama. And Purusha is Krishna. So anything which is in connection and in relation to Krishna is most auspicious. So I came from Uzbekistan on 18th. That was last Monday. But I directly went to Govardhan. Because for 1 week, we were chanting for 8 to 10 hours every day. I didn't want to miss that. Why should I miss that for anything in this world? On my own, I cannot chant 8 hours, 10 hours. It is not possible. There are so many distractions. But there we were, assembly of around 40 students. 40 very, very sincere seekers. And we were having our spiritual teacher. We were chanting happily. We were chanting from 2 o'clock in the morning. How is it possible? We ask you to chant for 1 hour, it is not possible. Why? Because whatever the mind and the senses say, we have to accept. So how you can overcome the influence of mind and senses? By purifying them. And the most prominent process, the powerful process is chanting. So if you delay, then your awakening is delayed. Hare Krishna. Okay, let us leave from here. We will take question and answer. So from next time, I will come at 7. I will start the class at 7. Okay. So the timing will be given here at 6:30. And if they give 6:30, they should start Kirtan at 6:30. It is not that they write 6:30. That means you are not serious about your program itself. Then how you can expect Krishna will send people to you? And why he will send? I am pretty clear and honest. In spirituality, show will never work. It is only the substance which works. हाउ सिंसियर, और बाहर रखो, यहाँ क्यों, यहाँ गंदगी हो जाएगी, यहाँ फिर इतना बड़ा कहाँ साफ करोगे? Because of AC? Okay, then who has to clean? You will come tomorrow and clean here. Okay, we'll call off for today. If there are any questions, I will take it on. So we will have the next class on Saturday as usual. Okay, but the timing is changing. Why you people cannot join online? All of you are thinking, let Prabhuji come, start speaking. After the verse is recited, then we will join. You are more VIPs. You are more busy than me. You decide. Then how this transfer of knowledge will happen? It will not happen. It will never happen. The first thing is to show proper attitude. If that attitude is missing, this knowledge cannot be acquired. No one can acquire this knowledge. He may know, or he may memorize all the 700 verses of Bhagavad Gita, but still he will have no realization. Because it will only come from Krishna when he is pleased. So many years this basic understanding is lacking. Then how the benefit can be passed? Hare Krishna. श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमानंद।